Hello, Leo. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 20th to the 26th of April 2020. I hope you're doing well. So, Leo, it's the weekend when I'm publishing this video, and so if you're watching it at the weekend, I've got a half price sale on, which is on my past, present, future readings. And so they're 3 pages long. I get all of my readings out within 24 hours if you're booking them, and there's a link up there to book in for one of those. Now, if it's the weekend when you're watching that, you can get it half price, and that means it's 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American dollars right now. So great bargains to be had at the weekends. And of course, I'm having a sale every weekend. It's a different reading each weekend. And so you can check out which reading that is any weekend on BeHealing.com, my website. So Leo, let's have a look. What's going on this week for you? What's the story for Leos this week? Oh, you're taking a step back from people. And I'm not talking about lockdown here. I'm talking about like relationships. It's like maybe lockdown has given you time away from people and it's causing you to reconsider who you're around. This could be about friendships and colleagues and things like that, but I'm really picking up that this is about romantic relationships. And yeah, I don't think it's like particularly that you're in a romantic relationship, but just the space that you're getting from people is allowing you to gain some clarity on patterns that you've had. That's why you've got this be still, keep quiet. It's like, don't storm on in there. Don't get in touch with people. Just use this time to really tune into yourself, especially about past relationships, past romantic relationships. It could be that you're changing your mind because you're feeling your feelings, you know? So it's like sometimes we get a break from somebody or some kind of pattern, and then we realize that actually it wasn't serving us before. And then from that clarity and that break, we can decide that we're not going to do that again. So it could be that you were dating certain kinds of people, Leo. And then this break from people, you're realizing what you were doing and why, and deciding from that point of clarity that you're not going to date that kind of person again, or you're deciding what kind of person you would prefer to date, who's right for you. So I'm feeling like you're getting deeper into yourself, Leo, and realizing who you are and what kind of people that you want around you, and doing it in a kind of a quiet way. You're not shouting it from the rooftops, not saying, get out of my life, I don't want you into my life. It's nothing like that. It's just like an inner knowing. It's like, yeah, I deserve this kind of person. I've been going for that kind of person. You know, it's that kind of thing. Oh, and it is about friendships too. Like I was picking up that a lot of it is about romantic relationships, but it's also about friendships too, and being about around more creative types. Right. So this is this is guidance for you, Leos, say, who are in a job that want to start a business, right? Then you would want to be around friends who have their own business, or at least starting a business, or just started a business. You want to be around like-minded people. This is like if you're working, say, in a logical job and you want to be a painter, then start hanging around with painters instead of just the people that you're in this logical job with. It's that kind of thing. Be around whatever it is that you're creating. Have your friendships. Choose your friendships that of people that are doing that or already doing that too. It deserves to be uplifted. And maybe this is what you're realizing, is that, you know, you haven't been choosing people that are good for you and where you want to go. You've been choosing people for where you're at, which is really your past, you know. We need to realize where we're going to and then make connections with people that are where we're going to rather than where we've been. Yeah. So if you've got creative urges at the moment, then you need to change your friendships. So when we get out of lockdown, you'll be open to a completely different kind of person, Leo, after this week. But there's some inner work to do this week on forgiveness in that and realizing. So yeah, it started off with be still, keep quiet about those connections. So you're doing this quietly. You're having some realizations, and it's about your patterns, who you've been choosing. And maybe there's an aha about this of why you were choosing that. You know, it could be, so say I had an abusive childhood, and as a result, I kept on choosing abusive people. And I thought, like, through my 20s and 30s, I thought that I just kept on being a victim to it over and over again, that it was just out in the world and I kept on being a victim to it. But then I realized how, in my 40s, I realized how I was choosing them. I was choosing them, I was open to them. It was my normal kind of thing. And I realized why I was choosing the same kind of people over and over again. It's that kind of thing that you've got going on at the moment. You're realizing the reason behind it, behind you choosing that. And it could just be that you're stuck in the past and you haven't given yourself permission to be around the people for where you're going to be in the future. But whatever it is, whatever's coming up, you need to forgive yourself and have compassion for yourself. So you're a compassionate person, Leo, especially with other people, right? You need to be compassionate with yourself too and let it go. Don't feel bad. Like as soon as we have an aha, we realize what we've been doing, that we've been doing something. Worst thing we can do is beat ourselves up for it, not love ourselves through it, not be compassionate to ourselves from it, because that just keeps us in that old energy. We haven't really healed it and let go of it if we have an aha and then beat ourselves up about it. So this is saying this week you've got some inner work to do in letting go of feeling bad about those patterns in the first place that you've had. Just forgive yourself and be compassionate with yourself about that. Where's this headed this week? Got some inner work to do this week. Oh, nice. Yes. This is where it's leading. Of realizing that you are loved by the universe, of course, and you're going to be loved by those people that you're a match to. So those people that are where you're headed, they're going to love you, they're going to embrace you, they're going to welcome you into their lives because you're a match to them too, and they want people like you in their lives too. And so it's like a heart opening week this week with you doing this inner work to realize what you've been doing, so that you can be included in the right places, so that you can be loved. So, Leo, if you've been wondering why you've not been getting the love that you want from people, and maybe other manifestations too, but particularly that you've not been getting the love that you want from people, then this is the week that you're getting the answer why. It's because you've been putting yourself in the wrong places with the wrong people. And once you've realized this, when you start putting yourself in the lives of people that will love you because they're a match to you, you start including yourself, you're opening your heart up to being included and being loved. Receiving love, reciprocity. That's something you've been struggling with, Leo, receiving. Then this is your answer to it. Well, one of the answers to it as well. But it'll be a big part of it, you know. When you allow good people into your life, people that are good for you, like there's no good and bad people, but there's people that are good for you. Yeah. It's like people that are good for me are people that have got their own businesses, that are entrepreneurs, you know. They're good for me. Who's good for you? You get to decide. Artists, musicians, people with businesses, who you get to decide that and include yourself with those, or whoever you are, because we're all different. And we've got to honor, you've got to honor your own personality, Leo. Honor your own personality. So there you go. We've got this week you're being still quiet, you're assessing your connections, assessing the people that you've been around. Romantic connections, who you've been putting yourself with, who you've been choosing for romantic connections, also friendships as well, who you've been choosing and why. And why. You're just kind of quietly reflecting on that. And maybe you've been doing that over the past few weeks as well, and this is more of a aha kind of a week. You need to be around more creative people, Leo. And so maybe you kind of got stuck in a rut hanging around with people that you went to school with or people that you've been working with. But you're trying to start something new. You're trying to start a business, or you're trying to be artistic or creative, but you're still around these people that just don't get it. And it's not that you need validation of other people, it's just that you need energies that will encourage you. Energies that, you know, otherwise it's going to pull you back to where you were. You're going to feel the pull to keep on being who you were rather than who you're going to be. And so now you need to start making those decisions of being around those people that are a match to who you're going to be in the direction you're going towards. So you get to decide that, Leo. Who are the people that you want to be around? What are they doing? And then they'll find you. Forgive yourself. So as you realize why you've been choosing these people, you need to have compassion for yourself and forgive yourself for that. And so it could be like my example of being abused and then choosing abusers. It could be something like that. There could have been some trauma that's caused you to keep on choosing people that aren't good for you. But it could just be as simple as you just think you haven't changed. You just keep on hanging around with old people from school or from college or from uni or from previous jobs or something like that. So just forgive yourself for that, for whatever choices you've been making, and then make some new choices for yourself because you deserve to receive, you deserve to be included, you deserve reciprocity, you deserve to be around people that are like you, and they're going to love you when you put yourself with those right people. They're going to love you. So interesting. I like that reading. Do you, Leah? If you do, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does that resonate with you? Who are the new people that you're going to choose to be around? What are they doing? You let me know in the comments. Have an awesome week, Leah. And don't forget, I've got the half price reading sale at the weekend. If you're catching it at the weekend, there's a link there to book in for one of those past, present, future readings. I'd love to read for you personally. Have an awesome week. I'll see you next week. Bye.